most importantly, perfect harmony, perfect balance. So once there is totality, once there is completeness, once there is complete harmony, the polarities are not in conflict, but they begin to complement each other. The polarities are not contradicting, but they are harmonizing with each other. In such avastha, in such a vyavastha, only a quiet, silent, vibrant soul can be born. So Garbhasanskars give way to birth visionaries, give birth to Puritans, give birth to achievers, champions, heroes of tomorrow. And I'm not talking about the real life heroes at all. I'm talking about the universal heroes. The universal heroes who will be driven by purpose. The universal heroes who will share their light with the others. The universal heroes who will use their hands to uplift the universe. The universal heroes who will use their shoulders to take the responsibility of this entire universe, the inside environment and the outside environment. So, Garbhasanskaras are very, very important in today's lost world. When everybody is chasing in the circle, there's a circle of sex, circle of sense sex. So from your focus of vasana to upasana. So Garbhasanskar is a journey taking your focus away from the center to the circle and bringing it back to the center and being stable there. So center is the place where all the sanskaras can be given to every child. Remember one thing, a child is a soft clay. And you are the kumbhar. And when you are the potter doesn't give it shape. The potter simply allows the shape to happen. It supports the child to take its shape as per its genetic signatures. The potter becomes a security provider, an environment, a soulful support system, a spiritual comforter to the soul to come. And from whatever you share with the soul gets imprinted. So it is said that from 0 to 9 months, a child does not discriminate in any information which goes to the child in terms of the sound through the mother, the visuals through the mother, the taste through the mother, the sparsha, harsha, the touch through the mother, and the fragrances through the mother. They all become the blueprint of a child's sanskaras. And these sanskaras becomes the child's kirti. It becomes the blueprint of the child's behavior, character, personality. Karya, the kirti karya karma, because it becomes the influence of the mind. It becomes the seeding of the subconscious, the superconscious, the supraconscious. Because the slate is clean, there is no preconditioning. Okay, the world and the society has not yet corrupted the child's mind. The child's mind is pure and pristine in mother's womb because it is completely protected, secured in the amniotic fluid. Now the sanskaras happen consciously and subconsciously. So the subconscious sanskaras are the way you eat, the way you drink, the way you be active, the way you do yoga, okay? The way you speak to someone, the way you perceive thoughts, the way you perceive situations and circumstances, the way your perspectives take shape, the way your attitude takes shape, whether you're pessimistic, whether you're resentful, whether you're optimistic, whether you're negative, whether you're positive. All these become our subconscious sanskara inputs. So if you become conscious there too, the sanskara inputs club sandwich becomes bigger and more richer. So the other part of the subconscious, club sandwich of sanskara could be the conscious part, which becomes the meat of the sandwich. When I say meat, not that meat. When I say meat, is the meat of the topic. Now that is where your chanting comes into play. So you create a vibratory frequency of harmonizing the environment. Now that could be more towards cleansing, harmonizing, or that could be more towards energy, wisdom, knowledge, protection, shielding, intelligence, intellect, creativity, productivity. It depends what kind of sanskaras you want for your child. You can do a mixed bag of things. Okay? Now then, talking, communication is very important. That becomes the second part of the sanskar. In the communication, you begin to instill but not impose the virtues of a wise, the virtues of a noble, the virtues of the compassionate, the virtues of the empathetic, the sympathetic, the most loving person. So when you start seeding love, when you start seeding giving, when you start seeding empathy, compassion, there is the most likelihood that your child will become an artist or be an artist. Or an artistic soul will want to, be cultured and cultivated in your home. Love is the single most energy in this world. Use only love to build relationships. Use only love to nurture relationships. And what better than nurturing it with your own blood? The caring and sharing with your own blood, your own kind, your own tribe, your own expression. So that is the time when you start building virtues, you're instilling, not imposing. And you're constantly just giving love, 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 love. So, there were experiments done with premature babies put in incubators. So they had one set of incubators, a similar kind of premature deliveries, and the other set also was a different kind. Now they were both in the same month, same day. So one set was given everything but the touch, music, and a calm environment. And the other side was given everything, plus they were given the tactile stimulation on the back, on the stomach. Plus, good sounds were being played, classical music, soft. Plus, the environment of that place was not hostile, it was very calm. The child who got the tactile stimulation, the child who heard the creative notes of music, that child grew better with the same nutrition. So in sanskaras would come the sounds. You can have different kind of sounds. Primordial sounds and also sounds of nature, chirping of the birds. But when you're giving child chirping of the birds, you must listen to them and enjoy them and metabolize them. When you are metabolizing and processing it, child is metabolizing and processing it. Your upliftment of hormones and triggering of happy hormones similarly translates into child. The more the child sees the visuals of the sky, visuals of openness, visuals of infinity, visuals of the ocean ripples, waves, energy, infinite energy, also the ripples of the rivers, stillness of the lakes, colors of the flowers, anything to do with Prakriti, then that child will become Purak. Prakriti se Purak hona. Prakriti se Pura hona. Purusha hona. So we tell people that Manushya wo jo man ka mara, jo Prakriti se Pura hota hai, wo Purak hota hai. शायद वो ही पुरुष उत्तम होता है और शायद वही पुरुषोत्तम राम. So this is the quality of every child, and this is the potential of being a, giving rise to every child. Every woman is a possibility of a universe of a mother. And a woman becomes more complete when she attains to motherhood. And when motherhood happens to her, her beauty leaps and bounds to a very different level. Her grace, her behavior, her thinking, her outlook towards the world changes. She becomes a very different person. She becomes more happy, more joyful. She becomes a giver than a taker. She becomes a sharer than a snatcher. So apart from these, then what most important is constant love and care. That will give child the most security. Your child will not be born schizophrenic, sick in mind, insecure, full of resentments, full of grudges, full of hatred. It will not even pick that up in the future. It will only know love. because it has only experienced love. So the experiences of Garbhasanskar translate into manifestation of a child's culturing and development. May it be physical, may it be mental, may it be spiritual.
That is absolutely beautiful and amazingly explained. Of course, through the Garbhasanskar course, we have also come in touch with the same principles. And it's a world of possibilities when we invite a soul, like you said, Dr. Mehta. Also, Dr. Mehta, how would you say that yoga helps Garbhasanskar? What would you say about that?
So yoga brings oneness from duality. Garbhasanskar is about you and the child. Okay, but for a mother, the child is the other. Yoga brings about a sense of oneness. So the whole experience of yoga dhyan, the whole experience of yoga sushma vyayam, the whole experience of yoga dhyan and pranayam interweaves the energies of the mother and the child, although they are already interwoven. But mental oneness, spiritual oneness, the total unison, unification from two to one. So you transcend duality. So yoga makes you one with your child. And in that avastha, the child receives everything 100% from you. The nutrition received is 100%. The activity stimulation is 100%. The perceptions are 100%. The joy and pleasure is 100%. Then there is no filter of the duality. There is no filter of the other. It is not being passed on from one to the other. It's not me and another. It is me, myself, within myself. So yoga brings that kind of totalness, absoluteness, kevalya avastha. When the child and mother become one, they become one entity. They are not divided entity anymore.
Wonderful. Thank you. That was beautiful. And also, Dr. Mehta, how would you say, because we are talking about AYG, our pillars, our Ayurveda, one of our pillars. How would you suggest that Ayurveda also helps and supports Garbhasanskar?
So if you were to look at the etymology of the word Ayu, Ayur, Ayush, which means the span of life, the force of life force itself. And Ved is the science of life. Now, this is the science of life which was understood by our Rishi Munis. There was no structured science system at that time. Our Rishi Munis were scientists, they were philosophers, and they were poets. What a rare combination. So Ayurveda gave not just support of medicines. Ayurveda would teach you how breath can become medicine, how Panchabhutas become your medicine, how Surya Dev Prakash, how sun can become medicine, how a full moon energy can be absorbed and it can become medicine, how meditation can be medicine, how a Sushma Vyayam and how yoga asanas can become medicine, how pranayam can become medicine, how a sleep can become medicine, how a vichar dhara can become medicine, how paushtikta ahar can be medicine, how vihar can be medicine. Okay, how your soch vichar can be your medicine. So Ayurveda is all about detailed form and function of all the material world which can be used medicinally to support and give rise to the life force, vitality. Ayurveda translates not just into perpetuity of life, that you are clinically alive. Ayurveda gives rise to intelligence. Ayurveda considers rutus, seasonal food, regional food.
Yeah.
Ayurveda gives a lot of weightage to the planetary movements. So sometimes in the most challenging diseases, when a person is terminally ill, me and my team, we use the astrological chart to understand the difficulties of the soul. And according to them, we then get into the herbal system, support system for medicine to restore and repair the life force, disturbed life force. So sometimes one should go in as detail into the blood group, blood type, constitution type, and most importantly, Ayurveda looks into the personality and character of a person to treat the person. Because the disturbance is in the kama, krodha, lobha, moha, madh, maya, matsara, which translates into rasa, rakta, mausha, meda, asti, maja, shukra. So your being, your subconscious, your character, your personality gives rise to disease. So disease is seeded in the subconscious and the manifestation happens in the body. So we look into the seeding process. We go back into decades and we try and find out the root causes of many manifestations, and we try. And in Ayurveda, we don't treat a person. We don't treat a symptom. We don't treat a disease. We put the whole family in therapies together. Because when families come in therapies together, all their clocks get synchronized. So the good health of 5 people gets rubbed off to that one person who's lagging. So once the clocks, bio clocks and the circadian rhythm of all 5 people get synchronized, that also is a deep science of Ayurveda. So in olden times, it used to happen when there were 6 bahus and 8 bahus living in one house with nanans. Within 1 year or 2 years of their living together, their menstrual cycles would get all synchronized. Natural harmony would come into play, and this is scientifically validated. Their cycles would get synchronized.
Lovely.
Eventually. So Ayurveda is about harmonizing, synchronizing. Ayurveda is about integrating. Ayurveda is about revitalizing. So Ayurveda tries to make you a unidoshi. So we are all born with some doshas. So the endeavor of Ayurveda is to how to transform you into a unidoshi. Where your doshas complement each other, there is no lag. So Ayurveda works on your weaknesses.
Right.
Ayurveda also accentuates your strengths.
How beautifully put, Dr. Mehta.
Yeah.
How beautifully put. In fact, I would have...
One last thing. Ayurveda works on dhatusar. Which dhatu in you is very dominant and prominent. Then they use that dhatusar to combat any disease and illness.
It's truly enlightening, in fact, the science, and I would have been at a loss of words, but thanks to being a part of AYG Academy and with Dr. Nutan, that I have actually learned about doshas and dhatus. In fact, we have our courses exactly, even everything step by step is taught on those lines so that we can understand ourselves better. It is more like me meeting myself, the real me meeting my deeper consciousness. And like you very clearly put it, sir. So, Dr. Mehta, what would you suggest for a yoga teacher? Why is it so important for a yoga teacher, a girl or a boy or anybody of us who's trying to become a yoga teacher or is already teaching? Why is it so important that we need to know Garbhasanskara, or health professionals for that matter? Why is it so important that now we need to understand Garbhasanskar and Ayurveda?
So my understanding of this would be that life led till today. There's lots done which was not needed, and lots needs to be undone. Now, for what we need to undo, we need a future. And for the future, we need Garbhas. And for the future of quality, we need Garbhasanskar. So for tomorrow, we need to start preparing today with the children of today to be heroes of tomorrow.
Thank you, Dr. Mehta. This is just amazing to get to know about bringing in the quality of souls and how we can go about attracting a good soul. Thank you for that enriching knowledge. And I really appreciate having this talk with you. As we move forward now, I'd like to ask one of our students from AYG Academy, Miss Ekta, if she can share her experience of the course that she has attended with Garbhasanskar. I believe
Thank you. Thank you, Neha, for inviting me to be here. Thank you, Nutan ma'am, for giving me this opportunity. First of all, my hearty congratulations to Nutan ma'am and all the associated people with AYG Academy, to everyone who's been an ex-student or a present student or a would-be student who is going to be very privileged to be a part of this academy. I feel extremely fortunate to be a part of this historic day. It's definitely going to be a historic day because first day, foundation day, I'm a part of this. So congratulations all of you and thank you so much for this opportunity, my heartfelt gratitude. What to say about Dr. Nutan ma'am and this course? Dr. Mickey Mehta has already spoken about love being the essence of everything. And I think Dr. Nutan is the embodiment of love. All the students would agree to it because she has clearly showed that love is what passes on to generations, and she has really showed that affection and love to each and every single student. One of the student in our batch had said, ma'am, I think one of the student is your favorite student, and she clearly said, no, all of you are my favorite students. And those words still echo, that all of our students are her favorite irrespective of everything, because love can never be partial, it can never have any prejudice. So coming on to Dr. Nutan ma'am's course and the way she teaches, her knowledge is definitely enormous. Like, she has combined the course in such a beautiful way. Not just this course, everything that I attend which is related to AYG is amalgamated with the present modern science and all the ancient texts. She has mentioned not only in the courses but even in the book, she has mentioned all the ancient scriptures, the shlokas, the sutras, everything which pertains to our ancient science, and she's so much passionate about passing on that knowledge to us that I don't remember a single session where she did not mention that you should pass it on to your students. So I feel very blessed to be a yoga teacher, and that too even more blessed because they say that when you are ready, the guru appears. There's a saying that when the disciple is ready, the master appears. And in my case, I was very blessed that I asked one of my yoga gurus, my earlier yoga gurus, that who should I approach for this, and first name she gave us this. Another friend I approached, she also gave me Dr. Nutan ma'am's name. So it was like the universe is always with me and trying to give me the best, and sometimes the intuition also works the best. So I was, without any further delay, I registered, but that time there was no weekend batch, and as soon as the weekend batch came, I registered without a delay. So thank you, ma'am, for giving me that opportunity to be your student. Also, I would like to mention one thing about her course and her way of teaching is she's very real. She's very true to herself. She's not at all fake. In today's world, to find somebody who is not fake is very difficult. She expresses herself as if she's pouring her heart out beautifully and magically, and that is infectious. The way she passes on that passion is infectious. You feel like passing that knowledge ASAP to everyone. So that's how it is. And I would like to end it by, I would not take too much time further. I would just like to end it by paying my gratitude to her, to everyone who taught us. To the future students, I would like to say that this is definitely the right place to pursue your courses, all the courses, I would say. And on that note, I would like to chant one shlok which summarizes what Guru means to me and to everyone, in fact. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
I
Thank you
believe
so much, Neha.
Ekta has really poured her heart out, and it is absolutely inspiring as you carry forward with you all these amazing memories and knowledge that you have learned from the academy. I'm sure, like you said, it's infectious. You have got the qualities, and as a yoga teacher, I'm sure you will also go ahead and touch many, many lives. I'm also a student of the Garbhasanskara course myself, and I'm truly elated to have learned a vast sea of knowledge, and I hope I can apply it as and when need be, and carry on with my life, learning these little tidbits and a lot of knowledge, because it's a never-ending process. So I know where and whom to go to every time. Nutan ma'am, we'll all be coming to you. And on that note, dear friends, there are many important pillars. When an academy has come up, when Nutan ma'am has brought this up, she brings in hosts and guests, scholars, esteemed scholars with a vast sea of knowledge for all of us. Because I think what Nutan ma'am has always embodied is is the fact that the many scholars that she can get on this platform, the the knowledge that we can get from so many scholars, is what will enrich her students. So without further ado, I'd like to also welcome one of our guest faculty, Dr. Sarita Narang. She is actually a practicing urologist, gynecologist, trained from Singapore. She is awarded the gold medal based out of Mumbai, clocking over 18 years of experience. Her expertise lies in pelvic organ prolapse and vaginal meshes, incontinence surgeries. She is a gynecologist, an obstetrician from Delhi University. So I may now hand over to Dr. Sarita. May I request you to please say a few words?
Just a minute. I just wanted to convey my regards again to Dr. Mickey Mehta for saying so many good things, and I would love to take this project ahead, what we have discussed together. And it's already, like Nekta says, that divine energy is working behind us. And I was so privileged to have such an eminent person and giving so much time. And mainly, I have visited recently. You can see behind him, Dr. Mickey Mehta Center. It was well planned. You must visit if you are in Mumbai, and you can meet Dr. Mehta. And I'm actually, I got one more surprise in Sir's office. That is, my student Deepal was there. So it was so, means the pleasant surprise. I don't know that she is working there, and Dr. Mehta said, okay, she is also saying so many things about you. Let's do something, Nutan. So, sir, I am with you. Thank you so much being
Tathastu.
here. Thank you, sir.
Please
Please give
connect
this
with me. We will
blessing.
do lots of things together. So
Yes,
Nia, thank you so much. Ekta, thank you so much. Let us all connect together on a Zoom call and plan something nice.
sure, sir. Thank you.
See you.
Now we
Bye.
can, I think Dr. Sarita is driving, I guess, right? So we can take this
Thank you very
ahead.
much
Let's
for your
ask her.
question.
Dr. Mehta, thank you for using this platform. Yes, ma'am.
No.
Yes, Nutan ma'am.
Yes, Doctor. 1 minute.
Hello.
Yes, Dr. Sarita, are you available now?
Yes, yes. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible, dear.
Okay, I am really sorry because I got stuck in an emergency and then it got late. So I'm still on my way, but I really want to say now because I know later again it will get busy and I don't want to interrupt the flow of the program. So, first of all, congratulations, Dr. Nutan. I think it's your dream coming true after for so many years, and we know your struggle, I know your challenges, and we have sailed through this whole journey of AYG Academy. And I remember the way you have designed the logo, the way you have worked hard to bring shape to this academy. I think all the students who have learned from you and they are going to learn in future from you, they are blessed in that way. Because if you ask me, if I talk of Dr. Nutan, I think I talk of about what is a willpower, what a strong willpower can do as her own life journey. She is a real living example of what Ayurveda and yoga can do and how it can bring changes in life. So All my best wishes to you. And I so much appreciate that you as a teacher, as a preacher of Ayurveda yoga, do not undermine the, the creditability, the addition, the value of all the pathies together. Because in today's generation, COVID has taught us that it's not that you treat a disease when it is there. You work, just like Dr. Miki Mehta said, that you prepare for future now. So prevention is better than cure. And me being a specialist, being a surgeon, being a gynecologist with 16 years of practice now, I can truly say that I can cure and treat once the disease has occurred. But why it has occurred, what made it happen to you, we in allopathy, we have very limited answers to these questions. If you ask me, in rains, 10 kids are jumping and one gets cold, I have no answer why it happened to that one person, apart from saying that maybe the immunity is low. How to build that immunity, how to work on these cases, why one lady develops hypertension in pregnancy, other doesn't develop, why despite all nutrition the baby is weak. We have no answers to a lot of things, which maybe Ayurveda, yoga, and natural ways of healing can help, our patients, our women, our kids understand better. So my full support is to AYG Academy, and I'm so happy that we have reached the first foundation day. Right, there was a time when in the middle of night, Dr. Nutan and me, middle of night at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, we have discussed, things regarding designing this academy, how, she has the vision. I just want to say, Dr. Nutan, all the best to you. If you have the vision, there will always be a provision. You will always keep designing, redesigning, reformatting, polishing these courses, the knowledge. And there are so many people who look up to you. And it's my heartfelt, blessings, gratitude, everything to universe that I met you. And definitely there is a connection that, in world you can make a difference through this academy. All the best to you.
Thank you, Dr. Sarita. This is really again very good feeling whenever I see such a good heart, who is one woman, even Dr. Sarita having her own, so two things she is managing. First is her work and her home, equally, giving attention. That is the most powerful things which women can do, and she has again two more babies, that is her own clinic, that is UGLC, and another trust, that is Women's for Women, so handling all those things, I really felt, happy and lucky to get connected with Dr. Sarita, and all this credit goes to our common teacher, that is Dr. Rajan Bhosle and Minu ma'am. So I don't know, because of this book, The Ultimate Guide to Garbhasanskar, which has been just published, and because of that reason, actually writing book and editing, I have been getting connection of Dr. Sarita, and Dr. Sarita become integral part of my whole, whatever I do, it first goes to her, like she is on board of AYG Academy, and this is making this academy, very good, because when teachers, faculties are there who are really, working through their heart, not their mind. They are intelligent, all are intelligent, but connecting with the student and doing our job with so much, dedication and devotion, that makes something, you are unique. So thank you, Dr. Sarita, being part of my AYG Academy, right from designing this logo. At times I felt like it's your, this, when you are asking me to change this, Dr. Nutan, not like this, please do this, ask them. So really, this is our child together. I can say AYG Academy and the Ultimate Guide to Garbhasanskar. All credits goes to you
You,
too. All
you
success.
have nurtured this whole dream so well, Dr. Nutan. The full credit is to you because it was your vision, and it is your vision. And the way my respect towards you, it gets increasing and increasing because the way you are inclusive, the way you give, other people that regard, which I feel so humbled, because I have done minuscule, but I see your gratitude, your feelings, your compassion for every single person, for every single individual who has contributed even a miniature effort for you. And that core quality of being so thankful, it really humbles me down that someone with so high credentials can be so down to earth. And please take that compliment that you deserve it. You always are putting other people, everybody on that high pedestal. Trust me, it's your vision. And you have come a long way. And my heartfelt congratulations to this academy. There are many more years of success to be there. There'll be so many people who will get benefited with all your ventures and your courses.
Thank you once again. Now we can, I think, move ahead. Thank you, Dr. Sarita. Thank you,
Thank you.
Aruna. Thank you, the logo designer and this foundation, all my students, everybody. I am really thankful to everyone. Now let's move ahead. Neha, over to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Neha.
Thank you for gracing us with your presence, Dr. Narang. You are one of the most familiar and the most friendly faces we have. As students, we know you so well. And absolutely, ma'am, like you said, that gratitude is the core of Dr. Nutan, our beloved Nutan ma'am, and in fact, you, all of you. And you instill that gratitude in each one of us, how to be grateful to everybody who has touched our life, even in that smallest way possible. Moving ahead.
Thank you so much. I'll just switch off the video because I need to drive back. Thank you.
All right. Safe drive. Moving ahead, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, the Academy is just full of guests and scholars who come here and grace us with their knowledge. We also have Dr. Milind Patil, who was supposed to be here today. But ma'am, Miss Nutan, Dr. Nutan ma'am, is he available? I think because
due to some unavoidable reason he is not able to present, so we can continue without him, no problem. Whatever our time is there, and we have other program which is lined up, we will continue. If he is free, he can join. Yeah?
Right, ma'am. I would also now like to call upon one of our students, Manasvi, Miss Manasvi, and she would say a beautiful prayer as we conclude this fruitful evening. Over to you, Manasvi. And by the time we get Manasvi on, ladies and gentlemen, dear friends and guests, I would like to tell you that we have a free Chaturmas program that is starting on the 27th of August. You can mark your calendars. And also to connect to your deeper consciousness, Connect to Consciousness is one of our free programs which we are offering online on the 21st of August. So Chaturmas and Connect to Consciousness are free online programs on 27th and 21st. The most important program of the AYG Academy, all programs are of course extremely important, but we also have our upcoming prenatal course, which I think all of our students have really enjoyed. I've taken the course personally. It starts on the 30th of August. So you can mark your calendars again. That starts on the 30th of August. You can connect with Nutan ma'am personally, or you can also check the details online on our website on AYG Academy. You can check this online through Google. That was about the courses that are coming up in the month of August. And now I'd like to call upon our student, Manasvi. Over to you, Manasvi.
Namaste to all. I am one of Nutan ma'am's recent students, and before I recite the prayers, I'd also like to say a couple of words for her. Nutan ma'am, your course is beautifully designed with an in-depth knowledge of, Garbhasanskar, prenatal, postnatal yoga. What I love about her is that she allows her students the freedom to open up and share stories, which I find is amazing. It not only gives one, the opportunity to share, but it also allows us as students to heal ourselves from whatever pain we are going through, because we all are on, different journeys. We all have our path, and we're probably going through so much in our lives that we don't always find the right person to share it with. So this platform is an amazing platform where we get to open up and just be ourselves without the fear of being judged, which is amazing. And she allows us to do that, which is even more amazing. And Nutan ma'am, this is an amazing platform where you even get to meet like-minded people. So who believe or want to try out an holistic approach, not only to childbirth, but even, healthcare in general. So Nutan ma'am, thank you for doing the wonderful job that you're doing. I'm so grateful to you for every little thing that you've taught, and it's just been a month since I've done this course, but it's already helping me a lot. So thank you so much, Nutan ma'am. Thank you for everything. I'm extremely grateful to you. All right.
And
I'll
Manasvi,
Same here, Manasvi. You are so adorable, and so much things I feel connected when I allow somebody to share their story. It gives me, something like I say, my student also teaching me, and they are force behind whatever I am coming up with. So there are four courses currently available on my AYG Academy, where Ayurveda related, design is there, like practical Ayurveda in daily life. There is masterclass in Indian sciences of well-being. All these products are nothing but because of my students' questions, because of my students' inquisitive and enthusiastic nature to learn and explore and understand this Ayurveda and take care of self. Somewhere, everywhere, this suffering is part of our work. Or we always feel like we suffer, but it is actually choice. Should we suffer, or should we just become an observer, you know to that suffering? So to just travel that distance from suffering to that becoming that observing person within you. Recently I am just studying. I am also being a teacher always likes to continue her journey to study, read, study, upgrade her knowledge. So I am doing Upanishada related study currently, and in that I found that two birds which are there. Recently, I have shared with my Ayurveda anatomy and physiology related students that two birds are there in us. So one is consciousness, which is watching, and one bird which is actually enjoying the fruit which is coming on this tree. Whatever fruits are coming, that bird is eating that fruit and then enjoying. But sometimes bitter taste, if fruit is not having that sweet taste and bitter taste is there, then if that been taken, then he suffers. And another bird is sitting on that another branch, watching that bird who is involved in the activity, it just laughing. So one day that bird asked that another bird, why you are not eating fruit, why you are not enjoying this fruit which is coming on this tree? So that another bird say, no, I am fine, I am okay, I am not enjoyer, I am not sufferer, both the things I am beneficial. So I am there. But so similarly, in all of us we have that another bird in us. So when we suffer or when we feel happy, you know so we get engaged and we feel like that is what we are. So the core message which Upanishada and Vedic science and our whole this ancient science, which Ayurveda, Yoga and Garbhasanskar telling us that, be like that another bird, be in the life as well as be that, understand, remind yourself again and again, you are not that doer. You are the you are being, you are just observer. So to cross that journey, we are always involved. Why this happened to me? Who am I? All these questions, we are nothing but that another bird actually. And we think that we are actually that the bird which is eating, enjoying. So that's what my all the whatever I design this course, I like to, give this insight of this Vedic science, which tells us that, okay, this life is beautiful. Uh, you know, And all this disease or all the sickness or whatever happens bad to us, they are actually good for us, you know. We should feel thankful to that bad thing what happens. Due to that, we get some another way to live life, to overcome that obstacle, you know. Because like Dr. Sarita said, even I have been through that path, you know. A lot of people came in my life, a lot of situations came in my life, and I have learned some lesson out of that. Whatever teacher is that who actually take this learning and then sharing with the student. So now I am at that age where the sharing is caring. My guru, here I would like to mention a lot of gurus. I am thankful to all that gurus institute where I have been got that institution knowledge right from my school level, you know, from that Navodaya Vidyalaya school, then Acharya College in Chembur, then this our Ayurveda, Mittal Ayurveda College, and my yoga, Kaivalya Dham Yoga Institute, where actually I got lot of, you know, platform where I can arrange this program, I can connect with so many people. So people knows me now due to all this opportunity. It's not just due to work, but then it's our effort. That show must go on wherever you are with anybody, you know, working for others or working for, you are working for human being. Whatever knowledge you have, you should continue, and you should carry that positive attitude, positive intuition. Do not carry that grudges, because lot of time while working, lot of things which is not actually, we don't like it, you know. We don't like that somebody, because people are there who will, you know, make that obstacle in front of you. Thanks them, you know. Don't hug them, but thanks them.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to get prick. Like we think like it's like a cactus, you know. The cactus, we know that is cactus. So I am not saying that go and hug them. Okay, just when you understand that is cactus, stay away. And you know, gently, slowly, steadily, yogic way, skillful way, develop that skill where you can come out of that and continue your journey. So that's what I did in my life. And through this AYG Academy is actually, yes, it has been came up with a lot of lessons which has been learned. And same thing I want that this should be continued by my student, because Ayurveda, if you learn Charak Samhita, Sushrut Samhita, this Samhita are nothing but that has been written by students and not teacher. So whatever, currently I published my book due to my guru or my father, parents, and my sisters, whatever their journey of this pregnancy. But I want that my student can someday, you know, write book. Here I have one of very wonderful teacher and author. Uh, I'm very proud of her, Kriti, who had just published her book. She is Sanskrit teacher, and she has published book that how to learn this Sanskrit. So Kruti, can you please tell your book name so that people will understand? Because nowadays all over this Ayurveda ancient science is actually encoded with the Sanskrit language, and we are lacking that. If you don't know Sanskrit, then there are a lot of knowledge which has been just missed by you. And there are less teacher who are available who can make you understand this Sanskrit shloka and you know, make them in easy language. So Kruti is doing good work, and I'm so blessed that I have student who is actually author, who is a teacher. So Kruti, over to you. Please tell everybody what is your book name and where they can learn, so they can also buy your book. I want to promote my students, so I don't miss any opportunity if they are attending, and if they are intelligent, definitely their knowledge should be spread. Kriti, over to you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for encouraging me always. You've been such a guiding force. And thank you very much. Well, I've written a book. The title of the book is Innovative Ways of Teaching Sanskrit. The purpose why I wrote this book is because I've been teaching in private schools since 2008. It's been 13 years I've been teaching in public schools, and what I noticed is students do not wish to opt for Sanskrit willingly. They don't want to learn Sanskrit wishfully. So the reason, this is the core reason why I wrote this book, how to create interest among students to learn Sanskrit, because they do not know what practical knowledge is there in Sanskrit language. So that is the reason. And there I have mentioned all various ways how Sanskrit is such a powerful language. Students take it as only subject, the tita and ti, si, tha, tha, but it's not about that. That's just the grammar portion. Sanskrit is all about the way of living, the way of understanding. In fact, yoga, Ayurveda, all these is interconnected. Sanskrit is interconnected with all these things. Yoga is incomplete without Sanskrit. Sanskrit is incomplete without yoga, Ayurveda. All these are very much interconnected. So to how to create the interest in Sanskrit, like students do not know the practical use of Sanskrit language. They think Sanskrit is just a subject, rote memorization is there, so they don't. So they need to be. This knowledge has to be inculcated in them that no, Sanskrit is a practical, like जैसे हम बोलते हैं ना क ख ग घ ङ च छ j झ ञ t ठ d d, all these are the alphabets, arrangement of the alphabets of Sanskrit language. All these are arranged based on the human anatomy, vocal anatomy. And if you ask what is A and B, all in English, all the vowel sounds, consonantal sounds are just mixed together. But in Sanskrit, the very logically and very beautifully the arrangement of the alphabets are there. All the vowel sounds are separated. All consonantal sounds are differently put together. And again, if you see, like if you pronounce sound, the visarga sounds, if you pronounce along with the vowel sounds, ih, uhu, it's a bhaya kumbhak. And if you pronounce anuswara sound with the vowel sounds like in, so it has the effect of the benefit that you get from the Brahmari pranayam, that same effect that you get while pronouncing these anuswara sounds. So all these things should be put in front of the students. So all these things whatever I have learned from my gurus, from my teachers, I have tried to put across through my book. It's all about that. It is available on Amazon.
You haven't, you tell the name.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry. Innovative ways of teaching Sanskrit.
Yes.
It is on Amazon. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Welcome, dear. So now, because Dr. Patil is not available, so we are just taking liberty to just cover our student also who are actually, they have their own brand here. Ekta, who had chanted this shloka. So she is also having her own brand, Ekaranga, I guess, and very much, all this Vedic chanting is continuing at her home. So, this course, why I'm sharing all those things and my student, because I am very proud that I am teacher of all those brand name celebrity teachers, and I feel so proud that okay, I'm getting one more layer. Standard is increasing day by day, and thank you so much, Kriti. All the best, dear.
We are blessed. I feel so lucky to be get in contact with you. That I do not know about. We have not interacted much apart from these classes, but still the aura, the vibrations which we get is invisible. This something is there which is invisible, but we feel. So I would love to be in touch with you, and I would love to enroll in for more programs. I want to be in touch with you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, dear. Now let's move ahead.
That's true, ma'am. And I can actually second everyone's feelings here, Kriti and Ekta. In fact, very interestingly, you have mentioned about Kumbhak and all the sounds. So I think all the courses that we are learning at AYG Academy, what happens is that we are using all of that knowledge in our practical life. So, even from alphabets, you're understanding, okay, this is a kumbhak, and these are these sounds, this is connecting with Om. I think that is the beauty of the courses and how concise, easy the courses are, easily available to laymen like us. We are also coming up with Nayodaya, a new prenatal course which is coming up. Ma'am, would you like
Nada Yoga.
Nada Yoga?
Ha, so we have developed one more module which will be soon announced. Today it will be released on www.drnutan.com, drnutan.com. So this Nada Yoga is another layer or addition to the current course who have done this prenatal, postnatal yoga and Garbhasanskar course. Now I think almost 500 students has been trained by this AYG Academy, so they can take the benefit. They can enroll for this short-term course which is coming up, which will be definitely adding more values, because what sound, like Neha said, that sound plays very important role, so when you learn some sounds and musical sound and systematic, there is a science behind it. So we have been on board now Hiral, who is actually having a lot of background, good study regarding this Nada Yoga. So she will be facilitator of this course along with me. So we will soon, the page will be open for all of you to sign up, and who have not yet done. So I request all of you, please join me on 30th August, which is upcoming course. It is now the timing is 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. evening course. So you may continue with later on also, after this course, then you can join Nada Yoga course. Okay. Now I think without wasting much time, Manasvi's, let's listen melodious voice of Manasvi. It's an amazing sound she has. I have so many singer in my course, and I don't know whom to call now. So every program I will call new student to chant mantra and say, and Manasvi and Ekta, both of them just recent batch they have did. So over to Manasvi and Neha. Neha, please.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, thank you for bringing such beautiful girls on one platform, men and women, not just girls, but we are connecting with nice, friendly faces, people who are doing so well in life. We are also learning from them, and I hope they feel as happy to connect with us when we connect with them. Over to Manasvi. Manasvi, we would love to hear from you. The concluding prayer. Manasvi, I'll just see if I can be unmuted. Okay.
Thank you, everyone. All right, let's conclude this meeting. I'd like you all to just sit up straight. Relax your shoulders. Gently close your eyes. Bring your awareness to your breath. We'll now recite the Gayatri Mantra. I'll be reciting it thrice. If anyone would like to join me, feel free to do so. Request you all to join your hands in Namaste. Om Bhur Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya Om Bhuvasvaha Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Gently rub your palms, cup your eyes, join your hands in Namaste, bow down, expressing your gratitude to the higher reality. Thank you and Namaste to all.
Thank you, Manasvi. You have such a melodious voice indeed. And thanks to Dr. Nutan. She is connecting us with all and everybody. In fact, thank you, dear friends, esteemed guests, and distinguished guests and colleagues. Your time is valuable, and you were here with us today, as it is an achievement for all of us and the vision of Dr. Nutan ma'am that has come to fulfillment. It is the first foundation day of AYG Academy, which we all feel so close to. We feel like it's our journey as well. Thank you all for joining us today on this platform. And I hope you all have a lovely evening. The various courses that have been informed, I think all students, whoever have taken the courses, would like to join new courses. Do remember Chaturmas program that is coming. Those are free. And there is a consciousness, connect to consciousness, that is on the 21st. Like I've mentioned, it's all on the website, and the prenatal courses as well. Also, for all my dear friends who were busy at this point in time and could not connect with us live, I would suggest that you can watch us. The recording is available on Facebook. Happy Onam, everyone. I am connecting from Kochi. So, we are celebrating Onam here. I keep traveling from one place to another. So right now I'm in Kochi, and I think all of us are such. Thanks to that's why we are a part of Nutan Ma'am's Academy. Wherever we are, we try to get into the color and celebration of that particular city and state. India is such a vibrant country. Thanks everyone for connecting with us from all over the globe, all over India, and a very good evening to all of you. Thank you, Nutan Ma'am. Thanks, Manasvi.
And thank you to you, Neha, for such a wonderful hosting and this program. Really, you made wonderful, 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 memorable day for all of us. Thank you so much, dear. Shubharatri. Thank you. See you soon. Bye bye.
Good night.